force, carry. So she was considered a very righteous soul. And so it is the hand of Miriam of Israel. So the Jewish people use the symbol as well. Isn't that cool? And I found that the Christians use it. The Christians use the symbol as the hand of Mary. Isn't that interesting? And I thought, well, wait a second, what about the Muslims? Well, the Islamic people use it as the hand of Fatima. Fatima was the daughter of Muhammad. She was considered like a saint in the Muslim religion. So it is the hand of Fatima. So I'm really excited to find out that the Hamsa is used by all these religions. And I didn't even know it. So as a Wiccan, as a pagan practitioner, and as a believer in Mother Mary, I can wear the Hamsa. So I'm really excited because I now have a few Hamsa charms. I showed this one to you the other day, and this is my little blue bracelet. Now, I bought this because it has the evil eye in it, okay? If you look in the middle there, there's an evil eye. And what's very interesting is that it seems to be, now the evil eye and the Hamsa were separate charms. But these days, almost every Hamsa, at least the ones I've seen, have either a blue bead in the middle or they have an evil eye, an actual eye. So the evil eye charm, which we talked about last week, has now kind of become merged with the Hamsa. And so you'll see in a lot of Hamsas, like even if they don't have the eye, like this one actually has the eye bead in it, it may have a jewel like a diamond or a ruby, a lot of times a blue sapphire. It can be any color, but the bead in the center of the hand represents the eye. So the hand and the eye have kind of become merged in this charm. So it's the hand with the eye many times, which, hey, you know what? I'm liking it. Because as we were saying earlier, the hand, you know, has power in it. Think about when we say stop and a policeman goes like that, you know you better stop or you're going to get arrested, right? Stop. When you're driving, they say stop, pull over to the road. So our hands are signs of power. And I believe this is where this came from. And there was the belief in the ancient days that the goddess, for example, the early believers in Israel believed that the gods and the goddesses guided them and protected them with their hands. So power could come from the hand. This is why in India they do mudras, you know. They do different mudras because it's believed that the hands carry power, carry life force, carry energy. And so the hand of the goddess, wow, who's got more power in her hand than that? Or the hand of the Virgin Mary. You know, I love Mother Mary. And so I love that the Christians call this the hand of Mary. Really, you know, I've always said it. There's one, all the goddesses are one goddess. And I believe Mary's a goddess. So whether you call it the hand of Fatima, the hand of Miriam, the hand of Mary, or the hand of Isis or Ishtar, we're talking about one hand, the hand of power, okay? And I love that the eye is with it now, you know? So this is my bracelet with a Hamsa charm, which I just got. And I just, yesterday, it just came, got my hand Hamsa. I got a sterling silver one with an eye in it. This one actually is from Turkey. Turkey is very famous for the Hamsa. And so here is a Turkish Hamsa. Oops, let's see if we get a lot of glare there. With the eye. Can you guys see that? I'm trying to bring it close. This one's inlaid with little zirconia, so it really sparkles. But I now have a Hamsa, so I'm going to wear my Hamsa charm. Now, for those of you who want to work with the Hamsa, I've not found any rituals for it. It seems like the Hamsa, just in and of itself, is already imbued with power. So everybody I've talked to says, well, I just bought it and started wearing it. And I said, well, has it made you feel protective? There's some people in my building here who wear it. They didn't want to be interviewed, but they said, yeah, I just wear the Hamsa. It's already working. Kept me safe from a car accident, one lady told me. And so, you know, I don't think you actually have to do anything. At least that's what the other practitioners say. Now, as a magic practitioner, I'm all about doing purification. So what I'm going to do with my Hamsa charm is I'm going to purify it and consecrate. So what I do is I'll just pass it through incense. You know how we talk about incense is purifying. Say a prayer over it. Say, Great Goddess, or whoever you pray to, whosever hand you want to claim it as, bless this charm, may your power be imbued. It can be that simple, okay? The intent, remember the intent is everything. So if you want this to be the hand of the goddess, it will be. Or the hand of Fatima, or the hand of Mary, or the hand of Miriam. Now, what's really fascinating is that in all of the references I found, all the hands have been feminine. And I wonder why that is. I don't know. I've heard some people call it the hand of God, and I suppose it could be that. But for some reason, the Hamza is more associated with the female form. And you'll notice that the Hamza has a very distinct shape. Okay, now notice how, like, when you look at a hand, there's the thumb that curves, and here's the small finger, the pinky finger. But on the Hamza, it looks as if there are two thumbs. And I've not been able to find out where that is. But what's also interesting is sometimes you will see the Hamza displayed upright, like a hand like this, or sometimes downward. You'll notice on my pendant here, I'm going to bring it up closer, that the hand is displayed downward. I've seen it in both ways, whether pointing up or pointing down. It seems in most jewelry it tends to point down. I don't think it really matters. It's the hand. I like to think of it this way. This hand's up means like stop, but when the hand is downwards, like this way, like palm out, it's like blessing being given. It's like we're giving you what you need. We're giving you money. It's like, you know, when you have a treasure in your hand and I offer it to you. So it's like the goddess offering her presence with her palm open and down. Okay, so anyways, and from what I've heard, the eye is in the palm side. It's not on the back, it's in the palm. So that hand, when it's upside down, is literally the hand coming out with a blessing. So, hey, either way, I'll take the attention of the goddess any day. I'll tell you, with the Hamza, I've not found an easy way to really make it. This is one of the few charms that you kind of have to buy. Now, if you're an artisan and you know how to, you know, carve wood or make it out of clay, you could do that, I suppose, make a clay Hamza to put up in your house. Or you could draw it on paper. That's another way to do it. But for really honestly, I think to wear it is, you know, if you wear it as jewelry, it's best just to buy it. This one was not expensive. I think I paid $12 for it. It's sterling silver, and the eye is inlaid in glass. In fact, let me come up closer again, and you can look at that. So I think with the Hamza, honestly, it's one of these charms, it's just best to buy it rather than try to make it. That's just my belief. You can make one if you want, but that's inlaid in glass, and it's just beautiful. Okay? And also, this little bracelet, I think this bracelet was only literally 99 cents. Okay? So, there's a little charm. They also make this as a pendant separately that you can put on a chain. So, honestly, I think you'll come out ahead just by buying a Hamza yourself and charging it. So there you go. So, that is the Hamza. Anyways, guys, I'm going to keep this short today. Psychic Bob's got a full day. I'm doing a lot of private readings. If you want to get on my schedule for a private reading, give me a call at my office, 703-825-3929, or, and that number will be below, or you can write to me in my official email, psychicbobhickman@gmail.com. So, you know, a private reading, it's you and me, one-on-one for a full hour. You get to hang out with me for a full hour. You know, and in your reading, we cover everything: past, present, future, spirit guides, messages from deceased loved ones. We look at your life themes, what you're here to do, what your mission is, and I answer all of your questions. So we cover a lot in the hour. Those of you who have sat with me, I think you can tell people in the box below if you want to, that I do give a lot of energy for the hour. So you'll get your money's worth. If you want to learn more about my readings, go over to my website, psychicbob.com, okay? And over there has, you know, my phone number, my contact info. If you